Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We're going to take this beautiful United 737 MAX 8 from iFly on a little flight from Philadelphia down to Raleigh-Durham International. You know, it's one thing's really interesting about flight sim is that a lot of times you come up with your own flights just randomly. And that's honestly what I did here with this flight. I planned to stream today. I planned. Got a little delayed because I was working on a video for tomorrow, but I wasn't sure where I wanted to fly. I knew what I was going to fly, but I wasn't sure where I was going to fly. So I'm looking at the world map, and I'm like, you know, Philadelphia sounds fun. And then I just look south, and I'm like, hey, you know, I haven't flown into Raleigh-Durham for a while. Let's do that flight. And that's just kind of how it works out. It's really interesting. I used to, if you follow this channel enough and watch some of my past streams, I used to use a lot of APL, a lot of on-air. But I've kind of gone just free roam, and just kind of fly where I want to now. And I use New Sky to monitor my flights. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm hoping New Sky and everything else works right out the box with Flight Sim 2024. And we should get some more information on that soon enough because the documentation for the SDK was released, which means the SDK for developers should be coming out momentarily, which hopefully will give enough time to developers to ensure that their add-ons, the ones that at least care, their add-ons are working day one for 2024. And they might require a small update, but I think most will honestly just work out of the box. I think the fear, in terms of aircrafts, I think the fear of them not working is legitimate. We look at X-Plane and what's happened there. And of course, you look at Flight Sim X to 2020, right? But that's a big, substantial leap. So I don't know if we can really count that as a big issue, right? But I don't think we're going to have that big of an issue with this one. I really don't. I think scenery will be an issue at some locations. They're going to have elevation changes. I think that's going to be an issue for some locations. But I think the aircrafts themselves will be just fine. I'm confident in that. Now, the ones that haven't been updated in a long time might have issues, like the CRJ may have a few issues. But I think the bigger ones, the Phoenixes, the init builds, 306, the E-Jet, this beautiful iFly, I think they're going to work pretty much out of the box without too much of an issue. Let's go ahead and get this flight going. Now, on my last stream, I was still learning quite a bit about this MAX, and this is a fun plane to fly. I have about 30 flights since its release. Was that last Monday? Is that when this plane came out? I don't remember anymore, but since it was released, I have about 30 flights in this plane. I haven't flown any other plane other than one other one that I won't mention, but this plane is a lot of fun. It has some issues. I've had a couple nosedives happen from time to time. I've had an engine an engine that just turned off mid-flight, and then I couldn't get back up. So there are some issues. I had one or two times where the glide slope wouldn't get captured. So again, there are issues, but regardless of that, it is a stellar plane to fly, and I have a lot of fun with this aircraft. So when I start up this aircraft, you will see a unique way of starting this thing up, maybe. It's not procedure-based, but as I've watched other people start up this plane, I think it's not that much different. My flow might be a little bit off, but it does work. It works. And if you are new to the MAX and don't know how to get this guy going up, On my channel, there is a quick startup, and it's a very, very quick, basic way to get this plane up. No procedures really followed. It doesn't have the fuel and weight loading, any of that stuff. It's just get up and have fun with this plane. And that was the purpose of that video. So let's jump in. The first thing I do here is we click on this little tablet power button. We get it all loaded up. Once we're loaded up, I go ahead and just start getting my weights and balance in right away. So I'm going to weight and balances. And the passenger count is going to be 150 on their way to Raleigh. And cargo is 6600. So just pop in here 3300. 3300. Perfect. We can set the payload. And then we go to fuel. And fuel is going to be 12330. And set fuel. Now our zero fuel weight is going to be 135. It's slightly off from what we're seeing from Simbrief, but that's pretty darn close. Now that I have that going, I'll go down here to System page, Sim menu, and go to Ground Support, and I connect the electric, I connect the air conditioning, and normally I do the fueling, but I already did the fueling. Once that's done, I go up here, flick the little battery button, flick the ground power on, and then I'll do my IRS. When that's done, I'll go ahead and do the window heat. And cruising altitude today is 360. Wing lights, anti-collisions, probe, and logo. AFT and APU is going to come on. Emergency exit lights armed, fasten seatbelt on. We're all set up top for now. We'll swing on down to the bottom. FMC, position. Next page, GPS, previous page, plop that on in. Route, we're going to do KP, AHL, Philly. We're going to Raleigh, KRDU. And we're going to request a flight plan. And I know people have had problems with requesting flight plans, but I have not had a single issue, knock on wood, 0 issues at all with requesting that. Alright, let's load the flight plan. Departure runway, we're expecting 27 left. And we are United Airlines, flight 516. I do need to change my call sign at some point. I've been using United for so long. When I do these long stretches like this, it gets really hard to use another airline call sign. Reserves are going to be 2. We are CI at 12 and 360 there. We're going to be a flaps 5 departure. CG is 542. And pop in our V speeds. Departure is 27, nothing to worry about there. And our arrival is going to be 5 left currently via the Takeoff 2. Takeoff? Maybe it's Takeoff. Tripod. Alright. And we have our departure in there. Beautiful. Alright, so we have that all good. Is it APU up? APU is up, so APU gen, flick the rest of the fuel tanks on. Yaw damper I have a switch on my Bravo for. The next thing is I do use the WinWing FCU for this plane, so if I turn up the brightness on my WinWing comes to life. Very, very cool. Alright, we have that set. Let's get their altimeter reset. Good. We can disconnect all that stuff. We can go back to the performance page, and now we can grab from the FMC. Winds are apparently calm, and AC is going to be on, and AI is off, and calculate. Therefore, free speeds there. Alright, I think we're ready to get our call with Beyond ATC. So ATIS is 135,925.
Altimeter 3029er. Landing runway 2609 right, 27 right. Departing runway 2627 left, 09er left. Advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray.
X-rays are information. Let me know if Beyond ATC is too quiet for you. It's very different. I got some new headphones, which I need to do a review on that too. But I had lowered it down because these new headphones are just freaking amazing. And the audio is more crisp and louder. So it's throwing me off a little bit. Alright, let's get our clearance, shall we? Philadelphia clearance. Hello from United 516. We are Boeing 737 MAX. Ready for our IFR clearance to Raleigh-Durham with information X-ray. I'm going to say 5,000. Well, that's really processing speech. Hopefully the servers aren't that bad. Maybe it bugged out. I'm going to switch frequencies. Go back to it, and let's try it again. Philadelphia clearance, United 516 is ready to pick up our IFR clearance to Raleigh-Durham with information X-ray. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes.
United 516, Philadelphia clearance. Thanks for information X-ray. Cleared to Raleigh-Durham. Radar vectors Woodstown VOR, then is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.75. Squawk 4, 321.
Clear to Raleigh-Durham, radar vectors OOD, then is filed. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 360, departure 119.75, squawk 4321, United 516. So it seems like they have some slow servos today. Slow servos. Boy, they're really slow.
Philadelphia clearance. Thanks for information X-ray.
Okay.
Cleared to Raleigh-Durham.
This must have been the first call I made. Now it's coming back after me.
Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.75. Squawk 4, 321. United 516, Philadelphia clearance.
Yeah, there's something going on. I'm not sure if it's just me or if they are just experiencing some really slow response right now.
United 516, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Interesting. Okay, well, it's working. It's just going really slow. So 121.9er over to what are we on? Ground. And we're on the ground frequency. We have APU off and we are ready for pushback. Philadelphia ground, United 516, request pushback and engine start. This delay could be an issue during flight though. I'm expecting face south. Yeah, it's really, really slow.
United 516, Philadelphia ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Face south, United 516. Boy, it's like saying tension slow today. That's crazy. Alright, pushback and starting up here, and engines are going to be on. Okie dokie. So, we have engine 1 starting its rotations. We're going to see motoring come up here. When motoring disappears, we can introduce fuel. And then once engine 1, or sorry, engine 2's up, that's when I'll start doing flaps. And introducing fuel. Alright, engine 2 is good. Ground time. Engine 1 coming up. Alright, rinse and repeat. We're going to do the same thing for engine number 1. Flaps are coming down. And introducing fuel. Alright. Philadelphia ground, United 516, request taxi clearance with information X-ray.
United 516, request not understood.
That's no good. Philadelphia ground, United 516, request taxi clearance. Yeah, it's like really, really bad right now. Alright, engine 1 is good. Both on there. Bleed off. Packs to auto. Electrics on. Gens on. Off for the APU gen. And APU off. Alright, we're about to just say the hell with Beyond ATC. Because it's going really substantially slow, and we can't handle this going on. So we're gonna roll. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it, and we'll try to pick it up in flight. It was working, like I did a video this morning, and it was working flawless, so I'm not sure what's going on. So where am I going? 27 left. Alright, so 27 left, we can just go straight here. We'll bring it up once we get to, we'll do it once we get into climb.
Approaching 09 left.
So iFly is going to be releasing an update soon for this beautiful 737 MAX. It does fix quite a few things. The list is pretty long. It doesn't fix everything, of course, but
7 left.
it fixes quite a bit. Let's see. Let's go to the right here. And then we are at 27 left. Alright, we're going to hold short here for a sec, even though we don't have any kind of traffic whatsoever going on. Landing lights are on. All grand there. Let's give them a call. Let's get rolling. Clock started. Auto thrust engaged.
7 left. On runway 27 left.
Alright, and let's toga. Speed's coming up. Or sorry, engine stabilization's coming up. All grand. Let's roll. Alright, on departure, we're going to hang to the left. And rotate.
V1.
Positive right, gear going up. This plane is so fun to fly, like hand fly it. I'm actually thinking I need to go out and fly the PMDG 737 again for a little bit and compare the handling. It's been a little bit since I've done the 737 from PMDG now, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna go ahead and just climb on up to 360 since we don't have ATC at this moment. I looked just really briefly through the Discord before, while we were waiting for BEYONDATC to see if there's anyone else reporting issues, and I didn't see anything initially, so it might just be on my end. Alright, flaps coming up. All grand. And I'd say this is a pretty good departure. I did a flight last night out of Miami, and I was focusing on so many other things that I, not in the sim itself, focusing on so many other things that I kept missing to switch over to navigation. I was on heading mode, and I kept screwing up the flight. Alright, AP coming on. And once we cross 10,000, I'll go ahead and try BEYONDATC after 180. We'll do that. That'll get us up to cruise, and we'll see if we can get over to center at that point. If you have this plane and you're not in the Discord for iFly, Boris did have an update for the sound pack. I think he said he's going to do another one. I'm not sure if it's going to be part of the next update or if it's going to be handled separately for testing purposes. But it's really amazing how universal, if you watch any reviews of this plane, everyone is saying this plane has the best sounds they've ever heard for an airliner. Boris like knocked it out of the park. The sounds in this thing is so cool. So I have the 737 immersion from Parallel 42, but one thing it seems to be missing is it doesn't seem to have the clouds, like when you break through the clouds, or in clouds, it doesn't have like the cloud effect on the windshield. I don't know if I just had a bad install or something and I have to reinstall it, but I'm missing that. Let me launch BEYONDATC up here in the background. still do want to wait until I get to flight level 180, and then we'll make a call. Now, SimBrief is telling me that 5 left is no longer being used, so we might get a redirect for our arrival runway. Speaking of that, I read yesterday there was a flight landing in O'Hare that landed on the wrong runway. So initially they were expecting, I don't remember the runways anymore, but they were expecting, let's just say, 10 left. And they end up landing on 10 center or something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, for some reason the plane didn't capture the localizer properly, so they got confused, and ATC just allowed them to land, but didn't tell them until after they landed or something. It's wild. Alright, there's our 180 standard pressure. Let's try Beyond ATC and see if we get that working.
Beyond ATC connected.
The cool thing is it does pop up and ask you what stage you are in the flight. So if you do have a crash or something, you can always load it back up. We might get a stutter or two as it loads in traffic. We'll see. Alright, so it's asking me where are we at. We're in climb, so okay. And let me see what tower, center we're going to be at. Alright, we're on center. Let's go ahead and request
Washington
it.
Center, United 516, flight level 200.
United 516, Washington Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, United 516. Seems to be having issues processing voices. So I think it's an 11 Labs issue.
United 516, Washington Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, United 516.
United 516, flight level 360 is already your assigned cruise level.
I know that. Yeah, I'm really curious what's going on. I'm gonna try something.
Washington Center, American 1413, good day. Descending via Roebuck 3, flight level 350.
I'm gonna switch over to my other headset
American 1413,
and see if it's
Washington
doing if it's
Center,
picking up
roger.
that way. You have the handling with the other aircraft. You have the handling with the other aircraft with the traffic. You have the handling with the other aircraft with the traffic. Are you asking if I have Beyond ATC handling traffic? Yes. I think that's what you're asking. Right now I'm just having issues, it seems to be, with Beyond ATC processing my text, or my voice.
Washington Center, American
Yeah,
563.
so you're hearing the AI
good day.
traffic in the background,
Descending
yes.
via James 4, flight level 330. American 563, Washington Center, roger.
And for those who haven't tried it, this thing is really cool. It's called Beyond ATC Traffic. You can get this from their website when you download where you download the add-on for Beyond ATC, or when you download Beyond ATC. But it's really cool because you will be able to see the planes that are currently around you. Think of it like a radar instrument on your panel here. But the yellow one's you, and the blue ones are the planes you can virtually see in the skies. The purple ones are the ones that are on the Beyond ATC server. And this is how they reduce the impact on FPS. So as I continue to move, this plane here will eventually come into play, and I'll be able to see. Yeah, there you go. See, it went from purple to blue, and now I can see them. You can also see what kind of plane it is. So CRJ, we got a 170.
United 516, contact Washington Center 132.05.
Let's see. I'm just gonna switch over to it, but I'm gonna try to talk with my other mic. Washington Center, United 516, passing flight level 274, climbing 360.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
Okay, so it was faster. I don't know if it's now I don't know if it was my mic or if it's something else. Clearly it's not the mic, because you can all hear me. Your favorite Say Intentions or Beyond, or this software? So I was a very early user of Say Intentions. I had also bought Beyond ATC when it was released, but I primarily used Say Intentions at the time. And as time went on, that was just my go-to ATC software. But as I decided to try Beyond ATC again to see where it has made development updates with it, I started noticing that it actually was getting better and better with its vectoring compared to Say Intentions. I don't think I ever had one correctly smooth flight landing in O'Hare with Say Intentions. Ever. Never, ever, ever. If it happened, it would be once, and I landed there an awful lot. Typically, it just lost me. It gave me weird vectors. It had me on a weird arrival plate. It just never really worked out in O'Hare. I've since landed with Beyond ATC many times in O'Hare, and they've all been flawless. So that just gives you an example of what I mean when it comes to better overall vectors. I also learned that with the Intentions, it doesn't really do a great job at following real-world procedures. And this is by just learning more and more. So when I first jumped back into Beyond ATC and started using it, I was questioning so many things that it was doing. And as I did more research, watched real-world ATC, hear other pilots talk about ATC, I realized that Beyond ATC seems to do a better job at producing more of an authentic real-world experience. I think the Say Intentions team is really, really cool when it comes to like the VFR stuff, because you cannot do VFR currently in Beyond ATC. I think the cabin crew stuff is really, really neat. The mentor and tour guides is an interesting experience. But the basic, when it comes to the fundamentals of IFR flying, when like jet airliners, like what I do, I think Beyond ATC is the better program. It's more consistent. There's less issues. Taxi instructions seem to be a little bit better. So I personally, at the moment, Beyond ATC. At the moment, Beyond ATC. And once so I also was, I wouldn't say against traffic, but I didn't see the need for it. I'm not someone who really desires traffic. So I dismissed the idea of traffic, and I was happy to have what I had with Say Intentions, which is the historical chatter and the real world multiplayer. But then once I experienced traffic for the very first time, my mind was blowing. It is so cool to experience. It is so cool to be holding short of a runway because of a plane coming in. It's so cool to hear your number 2 or number 3 for departure.
United 516, contact Washington Center 132.55.
Washington Center, United 516, passing flight level 340, climbing 360. Oh sure why I said that all weird. I sounded like I was AI talking there.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
Okay, so it's definitely processing faster now. So now I'm curious if it's the mic.
ExecJet 858,
I'm gonna switch back over to my other mic
118.75.
as my input device.
Contact Washington Center 118.75, ExecJet 858.
It should not cause any issues. Weird.
Washington Center.
So yeah, I am blown away with the progress that Beyond ATC has made. I think it's a fantastic product. I've said it from the very get-go that everyone should own Beyond ATC. It's a $30 one-time purchase. You can definitely get the premium characters, but the basic voices that you're hearing right now with the traffic are pretty decent. They're pretty decent.
Spirit Wings 120, contact Potomac approach.
And I think everyone should try the intentions because it's a 24-hour free trial. Why not? You have nothing to lose. Give it a shot. And you know what? You might experience it and be like, oh, this is really, really cool. I love the mentor. I love the tour guides, etc. So I will always stick to that as one you should 100% buy, the other one you should 100% try. And who knows what happens. I'm also very anti-subscription model. I really hate subscriptions. I've said it from the very beginning when, you know, Netflix started doing subscription model. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And I knew what it was going to do to the world, and here we are today. Everything's a subscription.
United 516, Washington Center, expect tackle 2, runway 5 left.
Expect tackle 2, runway 5 left, United 516. So they didn't change the runway on us. Okay, so I'm back on my other mic. Yeah, see it? Oh, okay, never mind.
American 2939, you were assigned flight level tree 60.
I'm so confused.
I show you at flight level tree 71.
Subscriptions do stink. They really do. I hate them. Hate them with a passion.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60, American 2939.
There are some very minor benefits to a subscription model. And when it comes to that, in my opinion, I feel, for example, there's every major publisher now has some sort of a subscription model, right? EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, PlayStation, right? They all have something. The benefit, this is the one of the very few benefits, if the only one, is that, for example, Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game comes out on the 31st of October. I'm very much excited about it. I could get the EA Play subscription for a month, which is $20, and play the hell out of that game for that month. And if I only paid $20 for it to rent it out, it's not bad. But if it's a game that I know I'm going to really, really enjoy, might as well put down the $60 to get it, right? When, I'm trying to think of, there's some game, oh yeah, when, oh shoot, what was it called? When Avatar came out, what's it called, Uplay Pass or something? Their subscription thing, I joined that. There was some other game that came out that I wanted to try.
Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport landing runway 15. Altimeter
I don't remember what it was. But anyways, there was some other game I was excited about trying.
JetBlue 2285.
I ended up disliking it. And ended up playing the Avatar game more than the game that I went to play, or wanted to play.
United 516, descend via tackle 2 arrival, Raleigh Durham landing runway 5 left, altimeter 3032.
Descend via tackle 2, runway 5 left, altimeter 3032, United 516. Alright, tackle 2, let's get this, we're going to start getting our arrival going. So, runway 5 left, we're going to drop down to 6,000 feet. I do think it's the mic. It is going slow.
United 516, descend via tackle 2 arrival, Raleigh Durham landing runway 5 left, altimeter 3032.
I'm going to switch back to my other mic now.
Air Canada 1002 heavy, contact.
Alright, so we have that set, and we should start descending here momentarily.
Contact Washington Center
5 left.
124.725. Air Canada 1002
We're
Heavy.
landing in Raleigh, Durham today. Raleigh, Durham. Alright, so we're going to go over
Washington
and put
Center,
in our
Southwest
ILS, so
342,
109,
5,900.
109.1,
Southwest 342, Washington Center,
109.1.
good day, radar contact, continue climb to 15,500
Okey-dokey.
feet, altimeter 3030.
and let's go over here to the
Continue
tablet,
climb to 15,500
show
feet.
landing,
Altimeter 3030.
we're going to copy it.
Southwest 342.
Conditions are dry in Raleigh.
American
Winds
2939,
350
contact
at
Washington
5.
Center
Or sorry, at
123.85.
3.
Contact Washington Center 123.85.
And
American
21.
2939.
And altimeter 30.32. Flaps are 30. I'm gonna do AC off, and I don't ever set auto brakes, but alright. So V's are 150. Beautiful. Minimums are 596. So if you hold with your middle mouse button and drag this over, it goes a lot faster. See that? I was already up to 5 something. So what was it? 598. Oh, it's almost there. Cool. What is ILS? ILS is the, think of it like a radio. It's a radio signal that helps guide the plane for the arrival. So on the little guy here, the screen, you'll see this little arrow, and you see the flight director. The flight director will guide you to the runway. So you'll see this either shift to the left, to the right, up, or down, and you want to follow that so that you're at the right altitude and the right direction to land the aircraft. And you program that by putting it down here in the instruments. So it says ILS, here's the frequency for that runway 5 left. And you get that information from using the airport charts.
Washington Center,
I use
Air Canada
Navigraph, I have it on
93 for
my
heavy.
tablet.
Flight level 389er.
All kinds of cool things you learn. Tell us when
Air
you're
Canada 934
tell us
Heavy,
when you
Washington
are
Center,
picked
roger.
up on the slope. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm getting ILS or visual. Probably gonna get a visual because Beyond ATC likes visuals a lot. But we'll see. You always want to have though, if the airport has an ILS, or sorry, the runway has an ILS, you always want to put that in there as a backup.
Blue Streak 5340.
Always want to put it as a backup. 5 left for the arrival. We're going to be exiting onto the right. Exiting onto the right, and looking grand here. So we're on our descent. One thing to keep in mind is, when did I turn on the clock?
Washington Center, November 22
Never
Victor
turn on the clock.
X-ray, 4,700 feet.
This plane does sometimes want to nosedive, so you do have to watch the instruments carefully on descent.
Continue climb to flight level 210.
Yeah, I know.
November 22 Victor X-ray.
Navigraph is subscription based, it sure is. But you know what? It's a very affordable. Oh, it depends on the person, of course, right? But was it 80 bucks a year?
Southwest
It's
342.
a very, very good piece of software for 80 bucks a year. Now, if you're doing it monthly, that could be more expensive, but I just buy it out yearly because I know I'm going to use
Washington
it.
Center, Brickyard 4419.
Hopefully,
Flight level
hopefully,
258.
the 2024 built-in stuff is going to be good enough where we won't need Navigraph anymore.
Contact
But
Potomac approach. American
I don't know. I might still subscribe to it because I like to have it on my side tablet. I don't like having it within the sim. And I don't know if the one that's going to be built in, if you'll be able to use it externally, I'm able to pop it out.
Piedmont 5763.
But yeah, I agree. It is a so I subscribe personally. I subscribe to 3 things. 3 things. And I hate that I actually 4. Now that I thought about 4 things total. And I hate that I do all 4 of them. But so Navigraph, of course, right? I subscribe to YouTube Premium. And I do that because I enjoy the YouTube
Washington
music,
Center, Roger.
and I also don't want ads, and I know I can get ad
Washington
blockers,
Center,
but
0 flight level
I
370.
prefer premium. And I also
Zero,
subscribe
Washington Center,
to
Roger.
Disney Plus. And honestly, I don't know why, because I don't use it very much.
Wings 2706. Flight
Indispensable,
level
yeah, for sure.
193.
So honestly, Disney Plus, I might, in
Spirit Wings
April, I think that comes up
2706, Washington Center, radar
for
contact, climb,
renewal. I
maintain flight
might
level 380.
cancel it and go month to month and only get it when I need
Climb,
to.
maintain flight level
'Cause I honestly haven't
380.
really touched it
Spirit
much in the
Wings
past
2706.
month and a half or 2 months. Nothing really has come out that I'm interested in.
Execjet
And
685,
I own
contact
on
Washington
Blu-ray
Center,
the
13,
movies I really want to
2.05.
watch
Have a good
the
one.
most, so. And the last thing I subscribe to is Walmart Plus. And that is because I'm a lazy bastard and I want my groceries delivered to me. And I also have the add-on package to where it's Walmart employees that deliver it versus like whoever they use DoorDash.
Washington Center,
I've had
Delta
more success with that.
2680, flight level 319er.
So those are the 4 things I subscribe to.
Delta 2680,
I will keep my
Washington
Walmart,
Center,
I will
Roger.
keep my Navigraph, unless the Microsoft one's really good.
Washington
I would keep
Center,
my YouTube
WestJet
Premium.
2652. Good day.
Disney Plus
Flight
one,
level
though.
369er.
That might go away. Might go away.
WestJet 2652, Washington Center, Roger.
Washington Center, Delta 557, descending via Apple 3.
Yeah, the
flight
advantage
level
is,
255.
so yes and no. Yes and no, right? So
Delta 557, Washington Center, Roger.
if you subscribe to Netflix, you get all of the Netflix
Washington
crap,
Center,
right?
Commute Air 4259, 7,600
But is it getting
feet.
better? When it comes to Navigraph,
Commute Air
they're consistently
4259,
updating
Washington
things,
Center,
right?
radar contact.
I know
Continue climb to flight
Intentions
level
consistently update
220.
things there. I have
Continue
on
climb to
air as
flight
well.
level 220, Commute
So-
Air 4259.
Yeah, the thought process is if you subscribe to it, they have to continue to provide you with something worthwhile for your subscription and not just the bare bones
Contact Washington Center
product, right?
120.65, Delta
So, for example,
539.
YouTube Premium, obviously you get the ads block. There's no ads in there, but like I said, I use it for music as well, so they have to make sure that new music is always added to it. If they had just the same music, it still would be beneficial, but maybe not too many.
Washington Center, Blue Street 5499. Good day. Descending via Turks to
Motivated me to
1313,400
remember to cancel Disney, Peacock, and drop Netflix. My wife, she subscribes to HBO, Hulu, Netflix.
Contact Washington Center 123.85.
I think there's something else out there too.
Contact Washington Center 123.85.
There's something else she
Blue
does,
Street
I believe as well.
5166. Have a good one.
Peacock we get free currently through Xfinity. We also get Paramount free through the Walmart thing.
5763, descend, maintain
See, the thing that's interesting is that a lot of these subscription-based companies keep adding in benefits that might be beneficial. For example, is it Hulu that offers DoorDash now? That's a pretty decent deal if you use DoorDash. My wife loves DoorDash. Walmart offers discount at their gas stations, like Sam's Club. They also offer Paramount, and they recently started offering a 25% discount at Burger King, which I don't ever go to Burger King, but
Contact Washington Center
so if
123.85.
more things are added to
Contact
it,
Washington Center
it might make the
123.85.
subscription
WestJet
beneficial.
2198.
It's just, I don't know, it's such a hard line to decide what is, because everyone's going to have their own thing. If you are a huge content craver, right, and you just love,
United 516, contact Washington Center 2385.
you love watching all the latest and newest things, then you know these providers are going to be fine for you. Washington Center, United 516, passing flight level 234, descending via tackle 2.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
I think it's my mic. Maybe I have to like recalibrate it or something for recognition. I love the Max. I absolutely love the Max. I said, as content creators and beta testers got access to it and released the videos, I had said I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for 2024. And of course, then I wake up in the morning on the Monday that it was released at 7:30 a.m. Looked at Discord, saw an announcement, and instantly jumped up out of bed, gave them money, and downloaded the plane. So much for holding off on buying the Max. But I'm happy I did. This is a good plane. I got like 30 flights into it so far. I think it came out last Monday. Was it last Monday? Really? My days are all goofed up. But so like, I'm definitely gonna get my money out of it.
Washington Center.
I'm having a lot of fun here in 2020 with it, and I will have a ton of fun with it in 2024. I will absolutely try the Asobo one, and I will absolutely get pissed if it's high quality. Absolutely. But I'm not going to regret buying the iFly. Like, I think the Asobo one's going to be really, really good. They said it's going to be their highest fidelity aircraft they've made themselves. Who knows what that means? But based on what we've seen so far, it does seem pretty damn good. It does seem really, really good. But, we'll have to jump in there and find out. Let's see. I like a lot of sports balls. So I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I live in the Chicago area. And thankfully, there is now a over-the-air way to watch the Bulls. So in the past, I would have to subscribe to something. Now, I can watch it with my bunny ears. So I bought a nice little $30 pair of an antenna. It's not even a pair anymore. It's just like a piece of plastic. Plop it on the wall. That gets me the Bulls games. So, and tomorrow is the first game. I'm super excited. Dogfighting sims, I used to when I was younger. What's it called? Microsoft Combat Simulator. I used to use that, but I'm not really into the dogfighting anymore. I know there's War Thunder, yeah, but I did try it, and it's cool. It's really cool, but I'm not really into the war stuff. System specs. This is a 14900K. Not 900. 14700K. 64 gigs of RAM with a 4080.
Contact Washington Center 118.75.
The United Center, yes. Home of the Bulls.
Have a good day.
I hope it's a grease lighting. Thanks, Kim. I don't know anything about the Bears Stadium. I don't really follow the Bulls. I mean the Bears. Duke, thanks for the subscription. I need to get like alerts going. I always forget to do that.
Commutair 4259, contact Washington Center 118.75.
It's sad though that the Bears are moving. It is sad to see them move from that beautiful location there in Chicago. It's right over there by the planetarium, by the aquarium. Beautiful location. Soldier Field, right? My dad is a football fan.
American
football.
Contact
I am
Washington
a
Center
NBA fan.
135.5.
Contact Washington Center 135.5.
I think he also follows the
American
NCAA too.
2939.
I might be
Have a
incorrect
good
on
day.
that, but it's interesting how dynamics work with that. Yeah, the Chicago Stadium. Navy Pier, yep, right over by Navy Pier, yeah. Chicago Stadium in 94. Yeah, Chicago Stadium was something, man. Everyone says it was the loudest stadium, the loudest arena
Air Canada
in the NBA at the time.
Contact Washington Center 135.5.
And I've never got to experience it. I was too young. Well, I wasn't too young, I just wasn't in the area. But listening to games that were played there, it does sound super loud, super exciting. I'm sure it was awful to be an opposing team to jump in there and play. But that would have been a cool experience. Would have been a really cool experience. This is a nice, smooth descent here. I'm blown away. This is a really nice descent. White Sox stink. I'm a Cubs fan. I grew up on the north side of Chicago, so I have to be a Cubbies. Close to what you have, Chris? I love this system. I absolutely love this system. I bought the 4080. So before the 4080, I had a 3070. And I got it. I got lucky. I got really lucky. Best Buy is, this was when graphic cards were super hard to get, at least the 30 series. And Best Buy had had them in stock. It was back in 2020. Or was it 2020 or 21? No, I think it's 2020. And they had them in stock. And I had saw it on Reddit, so I was like, there's no chance in hell I'll be able to get into the line, the queue, right? And I was like, I'll click on it. I'm at work. I clicked on the button. And it's loading in. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I got into the cart. Cool. Yeah, it's gonna crash.
United 516, contact Washington Center 118.75. Take care.
All right, 118.75. Washington Center, United 516, passing
Contact Washington Center 135.4.
flight level 186, descending via tackle 2. That's weird, it's over lane. Yeah, so anyways, I got into the queue.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
And then I hit the little button to like confirm checkout, and it like crashed on me. So I just hit refresh, and I was like, well, there goes my queue line, but it kept me in the line still. So I hit the button again, and it's like, confirm my checkout. I was like, okay, well, it's going to tell me that I can't get it, right? And then I got the email later on saying that I can pick it up on this day. And I was able to pick it up. Got off work extra early so I can go get it. And it was like 8 o'clock at night at Best Buy. Did the curbside pickup. Got home, installed it, fired up Cyberpunk 2077. Flight sim, and was blown away. And the 4080, I wasn't going to get a new graphic card, I wasn't going to get a new graphic card. I was happy with that 3070, so I decided to get a new monitor instead. And upon getting that monitor, I was disappointed with the experience, so I said, the hell with it, I'm going to return it, I'm just going to go ahead and get the graphic card. And that's how I got the 4080. Any special settings for the GPU? I don't really know. With the NVIDIA panel, I have VSync set to on. I have the max refresh rate set at 116. My monitor is 120. Outside of that, I think everything's default with that. The graphic card, I have it set on performance mode, so the fans cool up faster to keep the heat lower. I don't have any adapters for the 4080. It's just the stuff directly from NVIDIA. So I've had, knock on wood, any issues with that. I consistently clean out the system, make sure there's no dust. But yeah, nothing really special with the GPU. It's been a beast. I love it. Unless the 5080 has a hell of a major bump in performance and is affordable, I don't see myself jumping to the 50 series. I'll probably wait till the 60 series. I have no need to. Like, I'm getting right now, with traffic, 80 FPS with in-flight sim. I know once we land, it'll probably be down to the 60. The 60 is really, really good with Flight Sim 2020. And if any indications of the alpha stress test, what's it called? Just a technical stress test. If any indication of the performance increase that I might see with 2024, I have no need to get a 50 series. Because I saw a major improvement in that technical stress. It was so smooth. It was so hard to describe it because you're seeing the stream at 60, but there was no stutter when I was panning around ever. It was crisp and clean and smooth. Yes, on in the panel versus in-game. Actually, I think I have it on in-game here as well, but they tell you to turn it off, but I haven't seen any difference having on or off with most of the games. If I do start experiencing issues, if it's a new game, then I'll disable it in-game, keep it on in the panel. But that seems to work best for me. That definitely seems to work best for me. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to our arrival. I'm really curious about this Beyond ATC mic situation here, because, okay, so the headset I'm wearing now has a mic. And that's what I'm using to communicate with Beyond ATC. I'm using my actual standalone mic to communicate on the stream. But it seems like the headset mic is actually working better for Beyond ATC right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's very strange. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. It's so difficult to see on stream, but like, there's just minor little hiccups, minor little stutters when I pan. A little bit of flickering. It's not super smooth. I hope no one's getting sick watching this. But in 2024, like, I can pan like that. It was so smooth.
Flight level tree 7.
Just bought this plane last night. Love it. The autopilot needs some work. Yeah. Flight Sim Pilot 1, 100% agree. But that's coming. If you've seen in their Discord, they do have a patch that's being sent to the beta testers to mess with a little bit. And hopefully that comes back all good, and then they'll launch it. Speaking of patches, I haven't heard of a patch for the E-Jet for a little bit. When was the last one for that? Let's see, the E-Jet, FSS, E-Jet lease. The last patch for the E-Jet was on October 1st. I think they did switch every 4 weeks, so it should probably come out next week. The E-Jet's a fun plane. It has its issues, and I really want to love it. It's so what's it called? Sensitive with this pitch. Even when I adjust the settings, it's just really sensitive. So it's really difficult to control. The AP has some major issues at times. The performance can be rough at times. But I love the look of the plane. I don't like the recent sound patch. I know they did some work to the sound. I don't like the new sounds they've added. So 2024 seems like it will use less GPU or less CPU.
United 516, contact Washington Center 135.3.
Less, I don't know if that's the correct word to use. More efficiently of the system, I think that's true. Washington Center, United 516, passing 13,000, descending via Tackle 2.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
So, like, what I mean by that, Chris, is...
United 516, contact Raleigh, approach 132.35, have a good
Why
flight.
did you have me switch over to... Alright, let's switch over to approach. Let's get ATIS. 1238. 12238.
Landing and departing runway 05 left. 05 right.
The max handles really well.
Numerous cranes in operation around Raleigh-Durham.
Oh god.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Delta.
Delta. Alright. Cranes in the area. Oh crap. I wonder if I might have a bad... realize I might have a bad airport.
American 609er, cleared direct autos, cross autos
we'll find out what
above
happens.
6,000, cleared ILS runway 05 right.
Cleared direct autos, cross autos at or above 6,000. Cleared ILS runway 05 right. American 609er.
Approach United 516, passing 2000, descending via tackle 2 with information Delta. Gonna use an overlay.
Delta 1045, lead
Broken.
heave heading
I guess
360,
not.
expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 5 left.
Lead heave heading 360. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 5 left. Delta 1045.
I could, but it's not working right now, sorry.
United 516 rally approach, altimeter 3032, expect the visual approach runway 5 left.
Here's the visual. Expect the visual 5 left, United 516.
Delta 1045, fly present
what's
heading,
your
descend
internet
maintain
bandwidth?
4,000 feet, altimeter 3032.
I have a
vectors for the
gigabit
approach.
connection, or pretty close to.
Fly present heading. Descend maintain
No issues with the
4,000
bandwidth
feet.
there.
Altimeter 3032. Delta
But yeah, if you have a
1045.
slower connection, you might have some issues, that's for sure. Chris, what
Raleigh,
I was saying
Object
earlier though
74
is,
Hotel. Good day. 15,500
I was almost
with
maxing out the
information
GPU with 2024. And right now, if I
Object
get the little overlay to pop
Hotel,
up,
rally approach.
up there in the top
Altimeter
right,
3032, expect the visual approach,
55,
runway
57,
32.
60, 67,
Altimeter
68.
3032. Expect the visual approach runway 32. Object 74
So
Hotel.
68 was the max as of right now. 23% of the GPU, or sorry, CPU. So with 2024, my GPU was maxed. It was taking full advantage of the system there.
22,
And it was also
85,
taking advantage
lead
more of the
heading
CPU with the
010, expect
multi-core.
radar vectors for visual approach runway 5 left.
So it's going to use more of the
Lead
system,
heading 010. Expect
and that's
radar
better,
vectors for visual approach
because it's
runway
spreading out
5
the
left.
wealth
JetBlue 2285.
for the maximum performance. And you can see up there now we're down to 70, we're down to 66 for a second for the FPS. But that's with beyond ATC traffic in the air. That's pretty impressive. And we'll see what 2024 brings. Alright, so we're expecting the visual. And the visual, let's see, runway is going to be probably 4,000.
JetBlue 2285,
I'm gonna go ahead and
turn
put
right,
4,000
heading
in here.
005, descend maintain 4,000, altimeter 3032, vectors for the approach.
I wonder why my overlay's not working.
Turn right, heading 005. Descend
No
maintain
Discord, sorry.
4000. Altimeter 3032, JetBlue 2285.
I guess some people ask me about if I have a Discord, but like, I don't have any need to post in there. I post in other people's Discord from time to time. Maybe I should. Well, I do technically have a Discord. I just don't share it.
Delta 2374, contact Washington Center
Maybe I should.
118.75. Have a good one.
Let's bottleneck for 2024. Yeah.
Contact Washington Center 118.75.
Maybe I should activate a
2374. Take care.
Delta 1045, turn left, heading 265, intercept the 5 left localizer, descend maintain 2,600
So I have a really cool
feet.
video. I think it's really cool coming out
Turn left,
tomorrow
heading 265. Intercept the
up on
5
the
left
channel. So if
localizer.
you
Descend
haven't
maintain
subscribed, I
2,600
recommend it.
feet. Delta
You can check out
1045.
tomorrow's newly released video. Didn't turn out as well as I hoped it would, but it was okay. And then I have 2 other videos coming up as the month ends. Well, another one coming up towards the end of the month, and then another one, I think the first week of November.
Delta 1045, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 11 miles. Report
So
the field in sight.
all with this Max
Field in sight.
and
Delta
or
1045.
beyond ATC. And there's one that's
Delta
really cool.
1045, cleared
I'm
visual
super excited
approach,
about.
runway 5 left.
That one's, I think, the one in November, but
Cleared visual approach 5 left.
I'm really excited
Delta
about that one.
1045.
I do have an idea for another video I want to work on. I just need to get the concepts down so I can execute it the best I can. And a friend of mine are working on our gaming podcast. I'm hoping we can get it our first episode released here within the next 2 weeks. We have most of the stuff done to get it off the ground.
Delta 1045.
So once I do
contact
have
Rally
that
Tower
going,
127.45.
I'm going to share it up on the YouTube.
Over to
If you
tower
think I should get a Discord going,
127.45, Delta 1045.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
JetBlue 2285.
Wouldn't take too much work. Like I said, I
Turn
already have
heading
a
090, intercept the 5
Discord
left
up. I just
localizer.
have to change the
Descend,
logo
maintain
and change some
2,600
names and
feet.
stuff.
Turn right.
Yeah, very nice
Heading
approach here. This is really cool.
intercept the 5 left localizer. Descend, maintain
All right, there's Raleigh Durham out here on the corner.
2285.
Now the question is going to be, do I have a bad airport? I can't remember if it was this airport or not. When ATC said there were cranes, that got me concerned
Upjet
because
74,
if it's not this
Hotel,
airport, then
heading
it's another
345.
airport
Expect
where
radar vectors for visual approach. Runway
I have
32.
the add-on that they're working on the runway, so they have it blocked off.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach
I didn't
runway
realize that
32,
until I was
Upjet
landing.
74 Hotel.
So we'll see. We'll see.
JetBlue 2285, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 11 miles.
Sounds
Report
like you
to
have lots
field
to
in
post
sight.
in Discord. I don't know.
Field in sight. JetBlue
I'm on. I
2285.
follow a bunch of other Discords. Spy
JetBlue
757,
2285, cleared visual approach,
Kip
runway 5 left.
on the ground.
Cleared visual approach 5
Of course,
left.
beyond ATC,
JetBlue
iFly,
2285.
fly-by-wire. You know, all these other. I have so many Discords I follow.
Upjet
I
74A
shouldn't
Hotel,
say follow,
descend
but I'm
and
part
maintain
of.
5,000 feet, altimeter
I only post in
3032,
them a
vectors for the
handful of
approach.
times a week.
Descend and maintain 5,000
I'm a
feet,
very like I am with my
3032,
streams when I
Upjet
watch. I'm
74
very
Hotel.
in the background kind of guy.
JetBlue
But I'll consider
2285, contact Rally Tower 127.45.
Am I doing any more flights? I'm not sure. We'll kind of see. We'll see how things go. I'm typically a one and done streamer when it comes to flying. We'll see though. Alright, we should get vectors momentarily. AOL, if you're still in here, you were saying when we get the localizer, that should be coming up momentarily. We'll get a vector. It will say something like, once you hit this spot, turn to this direction and intercept the localizer. Do you think the MAX that is in 2024 is going to be as good as this? I don't think it's going to be as good as this. But I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be one of the best.
United 516,
Hey, there it
leave
is.
stint heading 245, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 5 left.
Leave stint heading 245, United 516. But I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. It's just not going to be like as in detail as this plane is. Alright, so we're definitely high at this point, so let's go ahead and go to vertical speed manage. And it's having a hard time processing
United
speech.
516, leave stint heading 245, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 5 left.
Alright, so we got our
American
vectors.
609er, contact
Let's
Rally
turn
Tower
245.
2745.
It's a good way
Tower
to give a
2745.
heads up when you
American
stream.
609er.
Yeah, that's the other problem is that I tend to not. I don't have a
United
schedule
516,
currently.
turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, vectors for the approach.
Right heading 250, descend and maintain 4,000, United 516. Okay, so I don't think it's the mic issue. I think it's a server side issue. I think Beyond ATC or 11 Labs, whoever they're using, is having some issues right now.
Upjet 74, a hotel.
I know during
airport is
the
at your 12 o'clock,
working
15 miles.
days, hours,
Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Upjet 74 Hotel.
Upjet
it's a little slower.
74A hotel, cleared visual approach, runway 32.
Alright, we don't need to drop that fast
Cleared visual
anymore, so let's
approach
bring up
32,
our
Upjet
VS a little
74
bit.
Hotel.
Let's get our first notch of flaps out. 150 was for the V speed, right? Yep. I most definitely do need to get my plan though for 2024's release. Like everyone else in the world, I will be streaming. I just need to figure out what my game plan is going to be.
United 516, turn right, heading 340. Intercept the 5 left localizer, descend, maintain 2,600.
Right heading 340, descend and maintain 2,600, United 516. Alright, we're going to intercept the localizer, so AOL, if you're still here, we are now going to get on that localizer.
Upjet 74A Hotel, contact Rally Tower 127.45, have a good one.
Over to Tower 127.45, Upjet 74 Hotel.
Alright, I'm going to arm the localizer. It's a bit breezy. Alright, we're going to reduce our speeds to 180. Alright, localizer has been captured. Flaps are coming down to 2.
United 516, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 11 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight, United 516. Alright, and it's yelling at me because, oh, I don't have a heading set in yet. It's important, our course.
United 516, cleared visual approach runway 5 left.
Cleared for the visual, 5 left, United 516. Alright, course is in now. We have glide slope, we have localizer, all in here, all grand. We are 10 nautical miles out.
United 516, contact Rally Tower 2745.
And 12745. Raleigh Tower, United 516 on the visual, 5 left.
2,500.
Alright, above the profile, now we're right on it now. I think we were slightly above it. Okay, looking good. I'll bring down my gear at about 7 nautical miles out. Alright, it's having a hard time processing speech again. Alright, on landing, where are we going again? Left?
United 516, Raleigh Tower, wind tree 60 at tree, runway 5 left, cleared to land.
Runway 5 left, cleared to land, United 516. Alright, gear coming down. All is grand in the realm. Okay, flaps coming down, 5. 10. Reduce speed to 160. And I typically try to hand fly it at the 1000 call. Alright, let's get heading set in there in case we have to go around. Flaps 15. Flaps 25.
1,000.
Here's 1000 call and flaps 30. Okay, speeds are coming down to 150. 1000 calls set, checked. AP off. Pilot's got the plane. Ooh, we are a little bouncy up here. Alright, so I'm now going to follow the flight directors, even though it's visual.
Left.
Approaching minimums.
It'll help guide me into the airport. Or runway. Minimum callout's good. We're landing. We're a little low.
Upjet 74 Hotel, exit next available taxiway.
Trim the aircraft.
500.
Delta 2633, ready to go. Runway 5 left.
400.
Delta 2633, hold short of 05 left.
300.
Alright, now I'm just focused on the runway itself.
05 left for traffic. Delta 2633.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
A little bit of a float there.
Delta 2633, runway 05 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 05 left. Delta 2633.
Alright, reverser stowed. Flaps coming up. We'll exit Bravo 6 maybe.
United 516, exit right at Bravo 7.
Right at Bravo 7, United 516. Alright, they want us to go to 7. That was pretty good. Bravo 7, here we are.
Jazz 837, holding
Landing
short.
lights are coming
Runway
off.
5 left.
Jazz 837, hold short of 05 left, departing traffic.
Roger, hold short
Alright,
of
we
05
will
left.
hold
Jazz
here.
837.
And we should get handed off to ground.
United 516, contact ground 121.9er. Have a good day.
Rally ground, United 516 on Bravo 7. I'd like to taxi to gate Delta 15. One thing I've realized is Beyond ATC doesn't like you saying like Delta 15. They want
United
single digits.
516, welcome to Raleigh Durham, gate Delta 15, taxi via Bravo 7, Bravo Tango 3.
Gate 15 via Bravo 7, Bravo Tango 3, United 516. Alright, so Bravo. There goes that plane that was holding short for us.
JetBlue
So cool.
484. Request taxi to the
So
active.
freaking cool. Okay, let's see. We're going down to Tango
JetBlue
6.
484, runway
No, Tango
5
3.
left taxi via
That's
Foxtrot
way
Bravo
down
1.
there. Gate Bravo. Oh, no,
Runway
Delta
5
15.
left taxi
Alright.
via Foxtrot. Bravo 1, JetBlue 484.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
No crap. Oh, I'm going too fast, that's why. Dang. I'm get dinged with New Sky. I didn't realize that. Son of a gun. That would have been a 10 flight
JetBlue
probably.
484, contact Raleigh Tower 127.45.
I think, oh, maybe it's
Contact
50.
Tower
It might be 50 nautical miles.
127.45, JetBlue 484.
Or 50 nautical miles, 50 knots. There goes another plane. Is that a CRJ? Got a lot of Delta here, got a United on the other side. American. Any support packs? I use the fly-by-wire one. I was using FS traffic, but I noticed a performance increase if I switched over to the fly-by-wire traffic. It's not as good of quality as the FS traffic, but it's still pretty good.
American 2607
Alright, now we gotta
at
find
gate 21,
Delta
request
15.
pushback.
American 2607, Raleigh ground,
Here's
pushback
Tango
and engine
3.
start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. American 2607.
Delta 15, I think, is this one here. I can't get my reversers to work right now. I have a button I hold to activate them, but when I do and push the throttle, it starts buzzing at me, saying take config or whatever. In this plane? Delta 15. Hey, look at that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raleigh Durham. On board your flight, United 515 today. And let's go to system page, sim, ground support, connect, set. I do want to check something real quick. Is there a way to do the gate through here? No, it doesn't look like it.
American 2607, request taxi.
Just air stairs.
American 2607, runway
Yeah.
5 left taxi via Foxtrot
Alright, got that all
Bravo 1.
connected. Ground power
Runway
off.
5
Or,
left
sorry,
taxi
on.
via Foxtrot. Bravo 1,
Cut off for
American
the engine.
2607.
And then I use Pushback Pro to connect the jetway. And here we are. I wonder if this is actually where United parks. There was a United on the other side there. Let's go ahead and bring up News Guy and see how we did. Hey, it's a 10. Cool. So it must be 50 for the taxi. This one sucked. This one... what happened on this one? Oh, yeah, this... This one I forgot to set my flaps. And I was chasing the plane on arrival. I was focused on YouTube stuff, and then I realized I was on landing, on approach, and had to hurry up. But I've done pretty good recently. Nice flight. Thanks for all your info. Hey, Chris, thank you for joining today's stream. It says takeoff config, sorry. Takeoff config. So I assume you have the McDo here set up, right? You have this all set up properly. So the most important thing, I think, in the Max, so you don't have the takeoff config issue, is the flaps. So the flaps must match what you need for... So if you set flaps 5 here, the lever needs to be flaps 5. Trying to think of what else might be causing your issue. Oh, the door opens automatically. Cool. Flew from, this flight was Philadelphia to Raleigh-Durham. Philly to Raleigh-Durham. I don't know. I've never heard of the takeoff config error in the Max. In the 319, you have to hit the config takeoff button, and then it gives you the checklist to make sure everything's good. But I've not heard that issue with the Max at all. So I'm not sure. Is your auto throttle armed? Maybe that could be causing it. Outside of that, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure. Flight Sim Pilot 1. I'm not sure. Let's see. Should we do one more little flight? One more short hop? What's your thoughts? Should I do a poll? Should I be a professional streamer and do a poll? One short hop. Alright, we're gonna do a poll. We'll do a poll for a minute. We'll see what wins. And while we're waiting for that, we will disappear that for a second. And let me look at Volanta. And see why that wasn't working. Maybe you'll join? I don't have multiplayer on, but sure, you can join. Streaming tools. Copy this. Oh, I see. The overlay wasn't working. That's why. Let's see what's going on. And now... it's still not working. No, this is Beyond ATC that I was using. Beyond ATC. I'm confused. Let me just try to kill Volanta. Browser. Volanta. Pop that in there. Alright. Looks like it's back. Very weird, though. Very, very weird. Alright, and then Volanta. What's the poll looking like? We have 100%, 6 votes, so I guess we're doing another one. Alright, we'll end the poll. Congratulations to all you winners out there. bring up the flight. Where should we do a flight? All right, let's do another poll too. Start poll. Beyond ATC. So we're gonna do another poll. Should we use Beyond ATC? Yes or no? Yes or no? How far is Key West to... Oh, Miami's gonna be really short, right? The hell's Miami? That's only 113. Palm Beach. Like if you're sitting there and holding the throttle fully open, you will hear the buzzer. Oh, I think that's the bug. I think that's a bug within it, actually. Yeah, I think that's a bug within the sim. Speaking of bug within a sim, this scenery I have at Fort Lauderdale has a hell of a bug with the sim. You know what? I'm gonna do this flight. Orlando? Duke says Orlando. How far is... Let's do... Let's do Orlando to... How far is Tampa? That's only 90 nautical miles. You got to land in Salt Lake City? Nice. Palm... I like the Orlando idea. Jacksonville. Maybe a Jacksonville. Alright, let's do Jacksonville. I like that one. Alright, let's get SimBrief going for that one. So, SimBrief. Flight plan. We're going to be United again. Because why not? We're going to go from Orlando to Jacksonville. I haven't flown into Jackson for a little bit. We're going to do the MAX again. Because what other plane would there be to fly? I don't know why I do the SimBrief downloader. I don't use it. Alright, so Orlando is departing. It's saying we're cruising up to 4,000. That's crazy. Alright, 36 left for departure. 36 right. Yep, okay. So let's just depart over here at gate Fusco 43. Let's load on in. And let's kill that for a second again. Let's open our launch up Volanta. Plan a flight. KMCO. K-Jack. Okie dokie. That should be updated. And Volanta's kind of goofy looking up there, isn't it? Why is it not showing up all the way? Fixing things live on stream is always fun. Isn't this just thrilling? Well, you got part of it up there. I don't know why it's cutting off jacks. I guess I can try to increase the width of it. Hey, there we go. Okay. That should be better. Let's bring up the light here. Okay. And looks like Beyond ATC is a winner, right? How are we looking? 5 votes, 100%. All right, sounds like a winner. All right. I'll do New Sky as well because that allows me to keep track of how the landing rate is and all that jazz. I kind of like to use it. So with New Sky, I use the couch captains over there from Kip on the ground. We're departing Orlando, going to Jacksonville. We're using the Max. And then just book the flight. And good to go. And then you can just hide that. And Beyond ATC is going to be connected.
Beyond ATC connected.
I'm going to do a mic check on Beyond ATC too. I want to see if it's a mic issue or if it's a server side issue. All right, so let's get this plane going. So payload, weights and balances. All right, passenger count is 149. Cargo is 655, so that's what, about 3250? Set payload. Fuel, total fuel is 9856. Set the fuel, complete that. Okie dokie. And oh, we need to do menu, system page, sim menu, ground support. Let's connect the electrical and connect the air conditioning. And we're going to turn on the battery, turn on the ground power, get the IRSs aligned, window heats, probes. What did I say? 14, right? Yeah, 4. Well, I have a 140. I wonder if Beyond ATC will give me a different cruising altitude. Let's go and get the APU rolling up. And emergency exit lights on, and fasten seatbelt signs on. Okay, down here, FMC, we're going to go and grab the GPS. We're going to go to from Orlando. How long, for those who've been flight simming for a while, how long did it take you to memorize the airport ICAOs? I think I just started memorizing them in the last year. More efficiently, at least. Before that, I had my main ones down, but as I've flown to more and more airports, it's gotten a lot easier to memorize what's what. All right, activate. That in there. Reserves are going to be 2. Cost index is 15. Altitude 14. Cruising is 044 at 9. Execute. Flaps are 5. G and V speeds. Arrival, we don't have a departure. Arrival is going to be probably the Yankee 8 via Cuban and Shriner. Execute. It changed our cruising altitude. I'm going to put that back where it was. Alright, legs are in, all good. Fuel is good. Okay, next let's go up here. Let's get the APU on. All good there. Fuel is good as well. Back on over here, disconnect this jazz. And back to performance. Let's grab it from the FMC. AC on and AI off. Alright, all grand there. I am new to the sim, learning all I can before 2024. Duke, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn, but it's so much fun. I hope you're enjoying it. Do you have 2020 right now? Or are you just waiting for 2024? Alright, let's go ahead and get our speeds up to 250 here. I'm not sure if this is correct, but this is always what I do in the Boeing. That's all grand there. And I'm going to do a mic check real quick. So let me mute the stream, and then I'm going to do a mic check. Give me 1 sec. Alright, so I did a mic check with Beyond ATC. It read it at 99% accurate, so it's definitely not the mic. Just waiting for 2024. How do I update the Max? There's no update out yet, unless you know something I don't know. Let me check the Discord, shall I? Nothing. No updates yet. It's coming soon, though. Update coming soon, the famous 4-letter word, soon. But you should be able to do it through the iFly manager. Alright, let's get our ATIS, shall we? ATIS is 120525.
Altimeter 3009er. Landing runways 35 right, 35 left, 36 left. Departing runways 35 left, 36 right. Read back, I'll hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Papa.
Papa. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Orlando.
Alright, Papa for our information. Good to go. And let's try clearance, shall we? Orlando clearance. Hello from United 516. We are ready for our IFR flight plan to Jacksonville with information, Papa. That's weird. Orlando clearance, United 516, ready to pick up its IFR flight plan to Jacksonville International with information, Papa.
Southwest 1443, IFR2 to Oranjestad Reina Beatrix. Southwest 1443, Orlando. Cleared to Oranjestad Reina Beatrix. Danny Tree departure. Board transition, then it's
we have no SID, so I'm expecting 5,000. That's probably going to be 4,000, actually.
Southwest 1443.
ATC went to get coffee. Beyond ATC is like struggling hardcore right now for me. I don't really see any issues. Yeah, I don't see anyone posting anything about technical issues. So I am super confused. Alright, we're just going to go without ATC. I know the poll won, but I need to figure out what's going on with that. And I don't understand. I don't... like I said, no one else is posting in the Discord, so it seems to be me. Yeah, it's loading up the flight plan. Everything's fine there, it's just not... It's having a really slow time loading my voice, or recognizing my voice. I suppose I could do Copilot, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I'll do co-pilot. Let me bring it back up. I don't know if it's just 11 labs, but again, I haven't seen anything in the Discord about it. So
ATC connected.
normally if there's some sort of an outage or issue, it's posted in there. So I'll let everything be done by the co-pilot for this flight, which I'm very much against because I like talking to the ATC. But okay, auto respond, auto tune, and request.
United 516 ready to copy IFR clearance to Jacksonville Airport.
United 516 Orlando clearance cleared to Jacksonville. Radar vectors worms, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 16,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.3.
Oh, it gave me 16,000.
5066.
Interesting.
Cleared to Jacksonville. Radar vectors worms, then as filed. Maintain
I'll be damned.
4,000. Expect 16,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.3. Squawk 5066, United 516.
United 516, readback correct. Contact ground 126.4 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 126.4 when ready for pushback or engine start. United 516, have a good one.
I just realized the voice is really loud, so sorry. I didn't know that was blasting so much. When I select my speed, what do I push so it will go to the speed I want without autopilot? When I select my speed, what do I push so that it will go to the speed I want without autopilot? Oh, then you use the throttle. Oh, auto throttle? So you would use this button here. You'd click this little button, and then it would go to the speed you want. So click it, and it will go to that. Or hold at that.
Delta 2446, gate 84, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 2446, Orlando ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Delta 2446.
United 516 at gate 43, request pushback.
United 516, Orlando ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
All right,
Pushback
south.
and engine start approved. Face south, United 516.
All right, I'm gonna push way out here. Way out here.
Spirit Wings
All right,
1309.
parking brakes,
At gate
release,
3,
start the
request
pushback.
pushback and engine start.
And APU bleed.
Spirit Wings
Round,
1309,
engine
Orlando
1,
ground, pushback
or sorry, engine
approved.
2 coming
Face
on up.
southwest.
Yaw damper
Pushback
is
approved.
engaged now.
Face southwest.
Okay,
Spirit Wings 1309.
that's very interesting. I wonder what's going on. I wonder if it's just the experimental server. I'm sure it's just 11 labs, but I'm always curious.
Multicat 2655. At gate
Multicat?
96.
Interesting. I've never heard of
Request
Multicat.
pushback. Multicat 2655, Orlando ground, pushback approved. Face
Alright,
southeast.
introducing fuel.
Pushback approved. Face southeast. Multicat 2655.
Anytime,
Delta
flight sim. Anytime.
2446, taxi for departure.
I have flown
Delta
out of this airport
2446, runway tree
plenty
5,
of
left
times
taxi
in
via
real life.
Hotel 4 hotel.
It's a really fun airport.
Runway
It's
tree
cool to go on the
5,
tram.
left taxi via Hotel 4, Hotel, Delta 2446.
Alright, engine number 2 is almost up.
American 2058, gate 54, request
Oops.
pushback.
Engine 1 coming up.
American 2058, Orlando ground, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Let's set our flaps.
Hold position for traffic, American 2058.
I wonder if that's American 2058 right there.
Spirit Wings 1309, request taxi to the active.
Or it could be this one too.
Spirit Wings
Could be one of these two.
1309, runway tree 6, right taxi via Bravo 5, Bravo 10.
You can check out the
Runway tree 6,
Beyond
right
ATC
taxi
map
via Bravo 5, Bravo,
and see.
Bravo 10. Spirit Wings 1309.
All right, engine 1 coming up. And while we're doing that, let's bring up that map.
5655. Taxi for departure. Maltacat 2655, runway tree 5, left taxi via Echo 5, Foxtrot Golf, Hotel 10 Hotel.
2058, wasn't that it?
Via Echo 5, Foxtrot,
yeah, I think this was it. They're holding back, or they're not doing pushback because of us. How cool is that? That's so damn cool.
United 516, request taxi to the active.
United 516, runway tree 6, right taxi via Echo 1, Echo Bravo, Bravo 10.
Runway 36 right taxi via Echo 1, Echo Bravo, Bravo 10, United 516.
Alright, gen's on. Off for the GPU. When the hell did I turn on taxi light? Huh, I don't remember doing that. Alright, we're taxiing to 36 right. And we're gonna go, what are we doing now? Echo 1. Echo 1. And then we're gonna go Echo. And then we're gonna go Bravo. And then Bravo 10. Okie dokie. Should I bring it up on the little charts here? I don't really use these. Terminal charts. Connecting to Navigraph. Use airports from the FMS. Orlando, complete. Okay. And then here's our airport. How do we zoom in? Is there no zoom in? Oh, here we go. Oh, I can move it like that. Cool. Alright, we are here. That doesn't show where you are? That's crazy. We're going to go here, here, and down to here. There's our instructions.
Tower 124.3, Delta 2446.
Oh, Limp's doing the same thing for you too? Thank you for reporting that to me. Thank you so much. I was going crazy. I've been just thinking it was me the whole time. I do appreciate that. Slow and choppy. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Limp. This is the plus side for sure of doing like a live stream. Is you have other people that can report issues as well. Very cool.
American 2058 Orlando ground pushback.
So it's got to be 11 Labs then, because they use 11 Labs for their voices.
Pushback approved.
So I'm assuming 11 Labs is experimenting issues. Experience. Wow, I can't talk right now. Experiencing. Is that the right word? All right, so we're gonna go here onto Echo. And then we're gonna go right.
Spirit Wings 1309, contact Orlando Tower 124.3, take care.
And then we're gonna take this down to Bravo
Tower 124.3.
and take a left.
Spirit Wings 1309, see you.
Here is Bravo. Well, the FPS is sucking here today.
6, right.
There's the Spirit Wings. Alright, take this all the way down to Bravo 10. And we were cleared to Worms, which is going to be a straight departure.
Maltacat 2655, contact Orlando Tower 124.3.
And we won't have a whole lot of time on...
over to Tower 124.3. Maltacat 2655.
During this flight, so we need to kind of get things set up
runway tree 6 right taxi via Echo 1,
a little bit sooner than normal.
Runway 36 right taxi via Echo 1, Echo, Bravo, Bravo 10, American 2058.
It is cool doing these short hops like this though, because
contact Orlando Tower 124.
You have a lot more to do and there's a lot less downtime.
Tower 124.3, United 516.
I kind of like this auto frequency thing. That's kind of cool.
Runway 35 left cleared to land. Silver Wings 71. Maltacat 2655 hold short of 35 left arriving traffic.
Affirmative. Hold short of tree 5 left. Maltacat 2655.
United 516, ready to aviate. Runway 36 right.
Ready to aviate. That's such a cool thing. Do they say that in real life?
United 516, runway 36 right, line up and wait.
Ooh.
Line up and
That was
wait.
aggressive.
Runway
Wait.
36 right.
I love the
United
attitude.
516.
I thought Say Intentions had some pretty good attitude in there, but I tell you what, Beyond ATC has more realistic, aggressive attitude with their tone sometimes.
Orlando Tower, Spirit Wing 637, visual runway 35 right.
Hey, I paid money to get scolded.
Spirit Wing 637,
All right,
Orlando
line up and
Tower,
wait.
wind 065 at 13, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Spirit Wing 637.
Here's a little baby flight.
United 516, Orlando Tower, wind 065 at 13, fly heading 010, runway 36 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 010, runway 36 right, cleared for takeoff. United 516.
All right, engine spooling up. Let's go flying. Let's go aviating.
1309, contact Orlando departure. Have a good day.
Aviating.
Contact Orlando.
I need to use that all the time now.
Spirit Wings 1309.
V1.
Rotating. Ooh, it's a little bit of windy. Ooh, windy. Should have paid attention to the weather. Got like an 18 knot crosswind. Said 13, but definitely 18. All right, here we go. That'll get some people, get some of those barf bags out sooner. Huh? Laps coming up.
United 516, contact Orlando departure.
Contact Orlando departure. United 516. Have a good day. Orlando, United 516, 2,200 feet.
All right, flaps full up.
Dauntless 661, fly present heading, descend, maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 3009 or vectors for the approach.
Fly present heading, descend, maintain.
That wind is
4,000
crazy.
feet, altimeter
This ought to be an interesting
3009er,
landing.
Dauntless 661.
If it stays this way in Jacksonville, which it probably will, it's not that far away.
United 516, Orlando departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 1010,000, altimeter 3009er.
Climb, maintain 1010,000, altimeter 3009er. United 516.
United 516, turn left, heading 360.
Turn left, heading 360, United 516.
That's pretty much on our path anyways, so... Alright, engage AP. Alright. A little bumpy on departure. Definitely much more bumpier than Philly, but not terrible. Alright, like I said, we got to get things rolling really quick here on the flight. So, runway 8,
661, turn right, heading 100,
stay that way
intercept
still.
the tree 5 right localizer, descend and maintain
And
2,900
230
feet.
for the minimums, which is nice
Turn
and low.
right, heading 100, intercept the 35 right localizer, descend and maintain 2,900 feet, Dauntless 661.
Okay. And then 1107.
United 516, contact Jacksonville Center 134.0.
Contact Jacksonville Center 134.0.
All right, ILS is
United 516. Jacksonville Center, United 516 through 9,100 for 1010,000.
United 516 Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet, United 516.
All right.
Bucky
Going
544
up to
clear direct on
16,000.
resume navigation.
We don't have to worry about doing standard on this because we're going to be under flight level 180.
544.
Welcome in,
United
underdog.
516
Welcome in.
cleared direct worms. Resume own navigation.
Direct worms, good.
Cleared direct worms. Resume own navigation, United 516.
Okie dokie. All right, so next step, let's go over here to the little tablet guy. And Jacksonville, we can look at this real quick. Jacksonville runway 5, or sorry, runway 8, here it is. We're going to exit to the right probably at Golf, and then we'll get what, Golf, maybe Alpha to Hotel. That'd be my guess. Okay, cool. Let's go to Performance, Show Landing. Let's copy it. Let's try. Let's see what the weather's like in Jacksonville. And it's about the same. 050 at 14. 27. And
Jacksonville Center,
30.16.
heavy. Good day. Flight level 290.
Flaps are going to be 30. AC, we're going to leave it on. Off for the AI, brakes on. I think the AC is supposed to be off, but you know what, I'm going to just do on. 150 on this one as well.
Increase speed to 210 knots.
I love the Max. This is a cool plane. And I was actually saying earlier that I need to jump into the PMDG 737 and compare it. Because now I have about 30 flights under my belt with this Max. I want to see how the PMDG 700 handles comparing it to the iFly. I know they're two different planes, but it'd be interesting to see how that all handles.
Riddle 902, descend via Alina for arrival, Leesburg Airport landing, runway 31.
Alright, this is going to be a pretty much straight flight here, which is super easy and cool.
Arrival, Leesburg Airport landing, runway 31, altimeter 3012, Riddle 902.
Runway 8, it's same.
Riddle 902, altimeter 3012, expect the visual approach, runway 31. Altimeter 3012, expect the visual approach, runway 31, Riddle 902.
Looks like it's saying 3,000 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and put 3,000 for our altitude. And we'll get visual vectors. Okay. Okay, all looks good. The PMDG is getting an update soon. Yeah, I heard that. It's supposed to be a pretty big update, so it'll be interesting to see
Jacksonville Center,
how everything turns out.
Delta 978, good day, flight level 206. Delta 978, Jacksonville Center, Roger.
7 for the course. Okay. We're ready for our departure. I mean, for our arrival. Oh, I forgot to turn off landing lights. Landing lights off. That is a step I did miss. I was so focused on trying to get everything ready for the arrival that I forgot, you know, departure.
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 1851, 16,000 feet. JetBlue 1851, Jacksonville Center, Roger. Jacksonville Center, November 569 Tango Alpha, flight level 184. November 569 Tango Alpha, Jacksonville Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360, November 569 Tango Alpha. FlexJet 603, fly present heading, intercept the 15 localizer, descend maintain 1,500 feet, altimeter 3010, vectors for the approach.
Fly present heading, intercept the 15 localizer, descend maintain 1,500 feet, altimeter 3010, FlexJet 603.
Alright, so how are we looking? Looking really, really good. Short little hop.
Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 1516, descending via Coastal 2, flight level 370. Frontier Flight 1516, Jacksonville Center, Roger. United 516 Jacksonville Center, expect Cuban 1, runway 8.
I suppose I could have talked.
1, runway 8, United 516.
I forgot that I had the autopilot on. I mean the
JetBlue 1851,
co-pilot on.
contact Jacksonville Center 134.4, have a good one.
What do you do when you have headwind like this when landing? Is it different?
JetBlue 1851.
So normally you'd have your speed up a little higher on landing, but outside that, not really. It's pretty close to the same. Just realize you'll probably
Airport landing runway 31, altimeter 3012, Bucky 544.
You'll probably float more, so be aware that you need to should be more aggressive on your flight path.
Bucky 544.
Bucky 544, turn right, heading 160, descend, maintain 6,000, altimeter 3010, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
Turn right, heading 160, descend, maintain 6,000, altimeter 3010, Bucky 544.
Jacksonville Center, American 1153, good day. Descending via Seinfeld 3, flight level 213.
Via Seinfeld 3? That's interesting.
American 1153, Jacksonville.
Alright, sorry
Center,
everyone, I
radar
was just
contact.
catching up on some messages I missed.
603, airport is at your 11 o'clock, 13 miles.
Busier morning
Report the field in
than I
sight.
thought in my life.
Field in sight.
Okay.
Flexjet 603.
Whoop. I hope this gets adjusted a little bit, because this is like super sensitive when it comes to turning this. You can't turn it up here. Well, I guess you can, but it's like a super small window. Here I feel like you have more room.
Flexjet 603, contact Jacksonville Center 133.325.
Alright, top of descent's right there, so we'll start getting our descent going momentarily.
Flexjet 603.
One thing to also keep in mind, it seems to be the issue, and it seems to only be on this plane, is the route discontinuity. Is in the PMDG, I can go ahead and just change this out right away. I can bring Libby up to here and clear out that disco. In this plane, sometimes when I do that is when it wants to do the nosedive.
Good day,
So I've been refraining from doing that regardless if it's on the flight path or not.
Flight level 185.
Reach 8321 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, roger. United 516, descend via Cuban 1 arrival, Jacksonville Airport landing runway 8, altimeter 3016.
Descend via Cuban 1 arrival, Jacksonville Airport landing runway 8, altimeter 3016, United 516.
Alright, so we have our Cuban 1, we have our runway 8, all is grand in the world. The other thing I like about Beyond ATC, comparing it to say Intentions, is that Beyond ATC does a better job at being consistent with top of descents. Like, it gave me it nice and early, whereas say Intentions either doesn't give it to you or sometimes does it late. And sometimes it's really good, spot on, like on the tee. And I know they've made a big deal about real world and all that jazz, but if you listen to real world ATC, more times than not, they give it to you prior to. And then you do it at your discretion. So, just saying. Just saying. It's really good here in Beyond ATC. And I know early on when I was using Beyond ATC, I was a bit confused at how the visuals and the ILSs work. You know, it'd say descend and maintain whatever 6,000, and then the next point I'm supposed to be down to 3,000, but I'm still at 6,000. But if you don't pay attention to what ATC is telling you, it will tell you to intercept the localizer. Okay, if you're going to intercept the localizer, you need to be at the altitude that's on your charts. That's a flaw with Beyond ATC, I feel. I mean, with the say Intentions, is that it kind of babies you. I don't hear those kind of things when it comes to real chatter with ATC all the time. It happens, but not as consistent. So I feel like Beyond ATC is a lot more driven towards using your charts than say Intentions is. It's more Fisher priced in some of those areas. I really hope iFly converts this plane to 2024. They said they're going to. They said they're going to. I would put money it's going to work day one. I would put money it's going to work day one. Here is the question now. This is the question. I need to put up a poll up on the channel. What is the first plane you're going to fly in 2024? What is the very first plane you're going to fly in 2024? And I'm trying to think of what mine's going to be. It might be the Sky Carrier, the Cessna Sky Carrier. I'm really, really excited about that plane. I have not seen anything other than the external of the plane in the sim. But it might be the Fly Carrier. It's like a Caravan Kodiak type of plane. And I love my Kodiak. I love my Caravan from the beginning, but once the Kodiak came out, the Caravan became backseat driver. Or it became backseat, not backseat driver. Just became a backseat plane. So it might be the Sky Carrier. And then, of course, I will be flying the Max, the built-in one, and then I got to compare it with the iFly.
Jacksonville Center 134.4, November 569.
And less than a month now, so I need to start game planning what I want to do for the stream.
Jacksonville Center, Multicat 20.
And then the next question. This has been, I've seen this pop up many, many times on Reddit. Are you going to uninstall 2020 day one that 2024 comes out? C17 or C172 because of the career mode. I like it. But you can, I think you can fly any plane in the career mode. All you gotta do is take the check rides.
United 516, contact Jacksonville Center 134.4.
Contact Jacksonville Center
I'll be watching till
134.4, United 516.
Duke, if you have not
Jacksonville Center, United 516.
Heard of 757 Spy over on Twitch?
Feet.
He has a channel here on YouTube as well.
United 516 Jacksonville
Check
Center,
him out.
Roger.
Check him out. 757 Spy is very knowledgeable, very good teacher.
Have a good one.
He'll be streaming today at
Contact Jacksonville approach, United 516.
2 p.m. Central Time. Over on Twitch.
Jacksonville, United 516, good day. 1313,300 with information kilo.
Kip on the ground here on YouTube is also really, really good at providing some knowledge. He doesn't really teach so much in his streams, but he does have plenty of videos on his channel of all the different GPSs, navigation systems, stuff like that. So 757 Spy, S-P-Y. Let me see if I can grab we got that one, and then on YouTube Kip on the ground. So those two I highly, highly recommend. I wish the Flying Fabio's stuff was still up, because he was amazing at teaching. But now he's going and doing real-world aviation training. But his streams were incredible. He did 5-6 hour streams Monday through Friday, sometimes longer, and the knowledge I gained from him was absolutely amazing. I'm not uninstalling 2020 until I play 2024 to see how performance is. Yeah, I understand that for sure. Yeah, Kip's good, man. Kip's great. Alright, landing lights on. All's looking great here. We're on approach. So, based on the charts, we should get vectors after... what is that? Uh-oh. Dang it. Navigraph keeps crashing on my tablet. It's saying, damn it, Joe, you're flying too much. Wador. 3,000, we want to be at that location. So everything's looking great. This green line here, this arch, that is where we're expected to be at for 3,000. So we have 3,000 set. That's where it's expecting us to be. I'm going to bring out the speed brakes just a little bit.
All aircraft be advised, information Lima now current altimeter 3015.
And all is looking really, really good.
Blue Streak 5296, contact Jacksonville Center 2675. Have a good one.
Contact Jacksonville Center 2675, Blue Streak 5296.
Stow a little bit of those speed brakes. We don't need as much out anymore. I guess we don't need any out, probably. This is looking really, really good. If anyone has the Parallel 42 sim immersion for the Max, let me know if you see the cloud effects on the windshield. Yeah, there is a lot of female pilots on Beyond ATC. But it's like that in real life, though, too. I remember I was listening to San Francisco's tower one day. And there's a couple female controllers on that. And pilots. It might have been like 50-50. It's like, okay, so as we get in here, the Phoenix... Oh, we got a sim pause. There we go. As we go through the clouds here, in the Phoenix, I'll see like a cool effect on the windshield. I don't see any of it here. And it's one of the coolest effects. And I have it on. So 42 SimFX, it's enabled. Maybe I disable it. Enabled. Yeah, so I don't understand. I haven't really seen any of the SimFX stuff working in this plane. Now that I think about it. Maybe I probably have to uninstall it and reinstall it. Maybe there's something broken. Maybe there's an update I missed. It should be good from what I've heard. I've got a 4070 with the i7. I play 2020 with Ultra preset with frame generation on. Smooth as butter. Most of the time. Yeah. Most of the time is a keyword in there. DDR5. See, I have DDR4 still. And I just bought 64 gig of DDR4, so I'm probably going to stick with my DDR4 board for a while. The difference is there. In certain games, the difference is there. But I don't know if it's justifiable for me to swap out all of that. That's just a pain in the butt to do. Alright, we got the iJax popping up for the localizer. So we should get that counted down soon. And altimeter's been reset, 3017. And we should get our vector instructions momentarily. Let's put in heading. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put in 2000. Because that's where we need to intercept that. We need to intercept, yeah, about 2000. Alright, let's bring up those speed brakes because we are going. We are going a bit fast.
United 516, leave waiter heading 345. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 8. Leave water heading 345. Expect radar vectors for visual approach. Runway 8, United 516.
Discontinuity, drag in there, good.
United 516, fly present heading, intercept the 8 localizer, descend, maintain 1,900 feet, altimeter 3015, vectors for the approach. Fly present heading, intercept the 8 localizer, descend, maintain 1,900 feet, altimeter 3015, United 516.
Okay, all grand. Talk about a cool vector, huh? Alright, put away those speed brakes. We are, what are we, about 10 nautical miles out? I have the Honeycomb Bravo Alpha and the Turtle Beach rudder pedals. I also got two stream decks, Wing FCU. I do have a Thrustmaster side stick as well that I rarely use, but I do have it. Glide slope's been captured. Reduce our speed.
United 516, airport is at your 2
Flaps
o'clock,
coming
7
out.
miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight.
Field in sight, United 516.
Alright, flaps
United
2.
516, cleared visual approach runway 8.
There's a runway
Cleared
in
visual
sight.
approach 8, United 516.
Hurricane. Another hurricane.
United 516, contact Jacksonville Tower.
Alright, gear coming down.
Contact Tower
Thrustmaster pedal. I had the Thrustmaster pedals. You talking about the pendulum one or like the
Jacksonville Tower,
the other
United
one?
516, visual runway 8.
Alright,
United
150.
516, Jacksonville Tower, wind 035 at 13, runway 8 cleared to land.
Runway 8 cleared to land, United 516.
Alright, speed brake stowed, flaps are at 30. Oh, T-pedals. Okay, yeah, I had those ones. I didn't like them so much. I also had the Logitech ones, and those ones weren't so bad. Not Logitech.
1,000.
Was it Logitech? Maybe it is Logitech. Oh, yes. More stutters. Alright, all good, and AP off. I have the aircraft. This plane does like to nosedive instantly when you turn off the AP. So adjust your trim. Alright, now we're a little high, so readjusting. Exit right.
Approaching 08.
A little high still. A lot high now. Lights are on. Right? Yeah, lights are on.
500. 400.
Alright, here we got some crosswind now, so we're going to add in some rudder pedal.
Approaching 300. Minimums. 200.
Boy, it's going to be really interesting. Not comfortable with this plane right now.
100.
We're way off. Okay, let's get back on it.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Off. Okay. Alright, we made it. We made it. Slow her down. Alright. Reverser
United
stowed.
516, exit right at Golf.
We're gonna exit
Exit
right
at Golf, United 516.
Golf. We're gonna go here on hotel, I guess. My maps didn't want to show my little icon on there. Barf.
United 516, contact
Alright,
ground
landing lights
121.9er.
off.
Ground 121.9er, United 516.
Let's hold here.
United 516, request taxi to assigned gate.
Assigned gate. Ah, interesting. Okay,
United 516, gate 1, Charlie taxi via Hotel Juliet, Victor, Papa, Papa, Romeo. Gate 1, Charlie taxi via Hotel Juliet, Victor, Papa, Papa, Romeo, United 516.
Hotel Juliet, Victor. Geez, we gotta go all the way around, it looks like. Yeah, that landing wasn't as good as that first one. That crosswind caught me off guard. The approach kind of got me off guard a little bit too. Not the fault of the plane, it was the pilot's issue, as it typically is. Plane did fine. So we need to be on the other side of this building. So we got a little bit of a taxi here. I think that's actually where I've gone before. Hotel. Let's stay on Hotel, and then we're going to go to Juliet. Alright, here's Juliet on the right. And then we're going to go on to Victor, and then on to Romeo, right? No, Victor onto Papa, and then Romeo. So Juliet, and then here's Victor. One thing I can also say is that the differences between Say Intentions and Beyond ATC with its taxiing, I feel that Beyond ATC is more accurate, even with the community-driven taxi tuner from Say Intentions, which is a really cool concept. I feel like the instructions are better. Like the AI or whatever they use, the coding is just better optimized. I like how this concrete here looks like it's wet. It's better optimized than Say Intentions. I missed Papa. Wasn't I on Papa? I think that was Papa. Alright, we're on Romeo now. And we're going to gate 1C, which is the last gate back yonder. 7, 6, where the hell's, what the hell? Is it this one right here? 5, 3, yeah, that's right there. Okay. Traffic settings at 5. That's the recommended one. They seem to work really good for me. I need to test it more though, to see what's ideal. And it does depend on the airport too. Like a busier airport, you might want to have a lower because there's gonna be a lot more awareness of traffic. So it kind of depends on how fast you want to book it. All right, cutoff. And let's see how we did. We got someone in the area who's flying the Max. Look at that. There's a Max on the ground here. Yo Rich. That's cool. Close flight. Another 10. Fantastic. Another 10. That's a pretty good touchdown. 182. Challenging conditions. It wasn't as bad as I think it was. Like, it wasn't great. And definitely the passengers would have, like, barfed. As Dude says on there, but it was okay. It was okay. Well, we're going to end the stream here. I do appreciate everyone who tuned in today. This is really fun. Nice 2 flights in the Max. Great ATC from Beyond ATC, with the exception of whatever reason the voice recognition is bonky today. I think that's a 11 Labs issue though, personally, because I know they use 11 Labs for their voices, so it's probably just them. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Next stream, I don't know when will be. It might be next Tuesday, or it might be Thursday this week. So we'll kind of see how that all plays out. But again, thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. This is a lot of fun. And I'll get my 2024 live stream schedule up soon enough and think about that Discord idea as well. But again, thanks for everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.